Hello everyone, Wanda, the foiling rock lady here, and I have a surprise for all of us because I don't know what I'm going to do either, but I have a couple of ideas. So I thought I would bring you along for this adventure and we will make it up as we go along. So Dollar Tree extravaganza the other day, Miss Katie Thomas and I went in and we saw some things. She found this one at her Dollar Tree. I didn't have these at mine, but they're rub-on transfers. I've used them before, but these are exceptionally cool. So I wanted to incorporate these with some of my temporary tattoos that I have. I have these cool fairy, these beautiful, sexy fairy girls, and I haven't used them yet. So I wanted to use this one. And I have this gorgeous Santorini. So here's what I have laid out. Now the background's what we're going to play around with. So I don't have a whole set of alcohol ink, so I'm not even going to go there. So what I want to do is, I was playing around with this rock earlier, not the butterfly. Well, I was playing around with that too, but let me take this off so you can see what I did. This is a sticker also from the Dollar Tree. It came on a big panel of wall stickers. So anyways, this is pencil. It's watercolor colored pencil. This is woodless watercolor pencil set by King Art from Amazon. I've had this for about 4 years, but I'm sure it's probably still available. If not, it's just a very inexpensive. I think it was $15, maybe less. I don't know exactly the price, but I'll link it in the description. Anyways, that's what I did. I just colored on the rock and then wet it with the brush. This brush here. Got it wet and let the water do the rest. So, anyways, I kind of want to do that, but to use a tattoo, you have to put it on a white background, or at least these tattoos you do. So, I wanted to put it on the Santorini first, and then do the watercolor around it. And I also have these neon, they're glows with a black light, which we have sort of a black light. It's a you know, the UV light. Anyways, I wanted to incorporate some of this on there, and I have that in the all the colors but yellow, you know. Yeah, the fun one I don't have. Okay, so maybe those. Like I said, I'm not sure where we're going with it, but we're gonna go with it as I go along. I also made those watercolor chrome palettes that I wanted to play with. Oh, here it is. The watercolors that I did the other day. So I want to incorporate those somewhere too. So that's my rock idea. And I'm going to start with this. And these are going to go on probably close to last. So I'm going to put those up. Those are the rub-on transfers. And I'm going to put on this tattoo here. So that is remove the backing just when you're ready to put it on. See, it has this cellophane backing. Okay, we're going to put her on here, right about here. She's a little, they come with a little bit of sticky on them, so you want to put that on there. I got to get some clear water here. Okay, and then I like to use a brush for this. So I'm going to get my brush wet. And wet the back of this tattoo. Usually I would put a coat of Mod Podge on first so that the tattoo adheres with less bubbles, but because I want to do the color in the background, I don't want the Mod Podge to displace the color, so I'm leaving it out. Like I said, I'm winging it. So basically you want to make sure it's saturated on the back. It says wait 30 seconds and then, but I like to wait longer than that because we're not working with skin. We're working with rock. And I want that transfer to be really good. And I want the paper to be really, really wet so that it will slide off easily. Let's see. And you'll know when it's ready because you'll see it slip a little. Okay. And it's called Water Slide Tattoo because it slides off. You don't want to lift and peel because you'll peel up your tattoo. You just be patient and go very slow. Very slow. And sometimes even then, it doesn't go on perfectly. But keep your fingers crossed because this is such a cute, cute tattoo. Oh, she's adorable. Right. Patience. Patience. Yes. See, pays off. Okay, very, very carefully, just lightly brush over the top of it to pull out any water bubbles underneath. And then you want to let that dry 100% completely. And then put a coat of, I don't know, Mod Podge Duraclear. We'll do Duraclear, but I'm just going to do it just to the edge of this tattoo so that it doesn't interfere with the colors I want to do in the background. Or maybe we'll do the colors before we give it a coat. Just be careful and not touch the tattoo because it's so delicate before you cover it. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Because we need the rock wet when we work with the pencils anyway. So just be careful here. All right, so have fun with pencils. Watch, this will be crazy. So I'm just going to slide these out of here. And what do I want to start with? Let's start with yellow. And just color in your background. The way you want it. And then you can add more water as you go along. If you want that really watercolor, watered down look, just add water to it and let it spread out. And this yellow is so great, it's so vivid and bright. Okay, I think that's enough yellow for now. All right, so I want to do like a tie-dyed rainbow effect. So I'm going to go out from there to a darker yellow, like a sunflower yellow, just around the edges here. So when we take it to the orange, it'll go better. See that? Okay. And then add some water, activate it. Don't you guys just love my cheating ways? Hey, art is an eye of the beholder, and so is beauty. And that's what this rock is about. Beauty and style, be your own. Okay. I'm going to add some more water to my rock. And I'm going to change to orange. Whoops, end of our tattoo. Gotta be careful. Okay, I'm going in with red. These are so cool, they're woodless. So when you sharpen them, it's just color. You don't have any wood. You can actually save the shavings and use them, activate them with water and use them for watercolor. They have little bits in them, so it wouldn't be good like this, but for other things, it'd be great. I'm just kind of drawing it up a little into the, so we don't have a sharp line. Like so. I know you can't see here because of the, but pretty cool, huh? Okay, red. Take that into, let's see, what we got here? Crimson, which is a bluer red. Cooler red. Color theory playing here. I'm just adding to the outer edge of the red. Hit it with some water. Okay. Red brick. It's so fun to color in puddles. So cool. And when it dries, it looks so different than the way you did it, you know. So you want to like blot out any of your pencil lines and bring it back to the watercolor style. Okay. Let's head into the magentas. I think this one's purple. And then we go into the magentas, I think. Purple, violet. Okay, maybe no magenta. I don't know about this purple. I think I might skip this one. It's not very purple. Okay. I didn't like it. Let's try violet. You can also dip them in water and then use it that way. That's super cool. Okay, let's see if I can make up some blue here. I would like to get a clean water. Fingers crossed, guys. Oh, cool. and green down here. Long silences. Sorry, you guys. Concentrating. You can always fast forward through my stuff, you know. I'm sure you do. Okay, blue. I think I'll give you guys a break and pause for a bit, and you guys can catch up. If you're working along with me, go ahead and color in the rest of your white and meet me back here for some other stuff. Okay, I think I'm done with these watercolor pencils. I don't know where to touch it, but that looks pretty cool. Yay, it's like a tie-dye. Oh, how fun is that? Ah, messy. Okay, definitely gotta let that dry. Okay, well that's drying. I want to, oh goodness, everybody keep your fingers crossed. This is Duraclear High Gloss. Because in order to spray the watercolor, which we have to spray, I have to cover the tattoo or the tattoo will disintegrate. So, and you can't do Duraclear on watercolor, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it makes it bleed. So I'm just very gently covering. I wonder if this will go on there. It might, guys. No, it's pulling the orange. Okay, stop while we're ahead. So yeah, just cover your tattoo or whatever you, if you did a tattoo, cover it with the Duraclear. Because as soon as your watercolor pencils are dry, you need to spray those with Rust-Oleum 2X Matte. Okay, I'm back. It's not quite dry, but I had another idea. Yeah, I'm going to put some of that in here and give it some pizzazz. I don't even know if I'm going to use foil on this. I don't know. It's not feeling like it needs any, so maybe not. I'm going to get a big script mini liner brush here. Actually, I want a longer one like this. And I'm going to work with this one because it turns gold. It's very cool looking. So I made these, there's a tutorial on this. Should be right in front, to back. How to make watercolors, pigment, and gum Arabic. Anyways, you can do really cool things with just the watercolor and a script liner, you know. And do little swirlies. Okay, if you're anybody other than me, you can. Oh, wow, that was really bad. Anyways, you can do scroll work with these. You're supposed to be able to with these brushes. Okay, let's get busy. So what I'm thinking is just kind of define along some of these cracks here. And bring them into her. You see that? And then, like, you know, not go crazy with it, but like so. It like picks up the color it lays next to, kind of really cool pigment. I'm just following along some of the colors, making it like crackly. I guess I'm doing more than I thought I wanted to, but I like this paint. It's so pretty. Okay, one more. Okay, I decided I'm going to enclose a couple. Make them sort of like, I don't know, lightning bolt-ish. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, I'm back. So this, the tattoo, the plastic part came off and you threw that away. On this one, the plastic comes off, but the words are on the plastic and you throw the paper away. Okay. And then they're sticky too. You know, I did it backwards. Okay. Hold. This one goes first because we gotta, I hope these show up. I may have made my rock too dark. Okay. Then you want to put it to where you want it. Okay. And then press down. And then popsicle stick or scrapey tool. You're going to give it a good hard rub. Careful though not to move the plastic because you will tear the words. And they sort of turn foggy when they've released. And since it's black, if a little piece of it doesn't go down, you can take a thin liner brush and touch up the words. But I'm hoping, this being from the Dollar Tree, who knows, but I'm hoping it goes on pretty good. It's not, I might need something more. Let's see what a, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so a stylus dotting tool works really well, I think. I'll tell you in a second when I lift it up. So can you see it turning foggy? And with these letters, there's a small area around them. It's a clear area, but you want to make sure that's rubbed on also, because if not, it'll tear off the letter. Okay, I'm ready to reveal I know it's up here. It's just stuck at this little corner. There. Nice. Okay, that went on fantastic. Yay. Second one. Don't come up on my finger. Okay. Fashions change, but style endures. I wonder if that should have said fashion changes. Should I move that S? I don't know. I don't know what's correct. This looks good to me. Okay, rub it in place. And press or scratch it on. Rub. I think it's called a rub-on transfer. So you rub it on. Sorry, I think the camera is shaking with my scratching here. I'll pause you. Okay, I'm on the last little portion here. Okay. So peel very, very gently. That way, if you have to realign something, you can do it. Yes. 2 for 2. Look. Oh my goodness. Okay. Fashions change, but style endures. Beauty is an attitude. And we have our Miss Attitude Fairy sitting on her ball. And it cracked from the spray. Oh no. I don't know what to do with that. It doesn't look too bad, but it looks like the Santorini, you know, the crackle. We'll see. Anyways, I think I'm going to do a whole coat of Duraclear on the whole thing. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Good call. So the Rust-Oleum 2X matte really locked in the watercolor pencil. See, no transfer here. That's a great thing. So my experimental rock is pretty okay, I think. Except for our tattoo cracking up. Tattoos are funny though. I probably should have used Mod Podge. But you never know, because Mod Podge would have made a huge mess out of this watercolor. All right, I gotta let this dry. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm gonna add some embellishments here. I have these feathers, and these are nail decorations. They came in a big package with rhinestones and sequins and all kinds of crazy things for very little money on Amazon. Anyways, there's feathers, moons, hearts, stars, starfish, shells, circles, everything. Teardrops, diamonds, Spock. I don't know. Star Trek. I'm crazy. Yes. So I am going to use my top coat. I'm going to put on my gloves. going to just use a very little tiny dip of the top coat on a brush. And then I'm going to take my tool, my wax tool, pick up my feather, apply this just on the bottom. Ah, okay, that did not work, not at all. Okay, well, let me see if I can move it up there. We're going to resin it, so that's okay, because top coat is basically a resin. So I'm hanging these off of the tattoo tassel. Okay, so I have to change my method because that did not work. So pick it up, drop it there, put it down. Okay. Like so, I think. Okay, and then this one, okay, and then hit that with a UV light of your choice. I've got my little light here. Just gonna hit that for a few seconds, and then I'm going to put a little bit of foil on her wings, and then we're done. I'm going to resin, UV resin, the rock. I'm just checking these are not moving. Good. This is a rhinestone tool, also from Amazon. And I do not get paid by Amazon. I just shop a lot. Okay. General Care. These are wax tips that pick up rhinestones with ease. Amazing. Amazing tool. Makes a lot if you use a lot of rhinestones like me. Crazy amounts of rhinestones. Okay. Let's set up for the UV resin, and we're almost done. Okay, our pretty little fairy has these pretty little rainbow wings that I don't want to mess up. Oh, I got something in my glue. I don't want to mess it up. The color, so I'm just going to do a little bit of foil. I may need to open a glue. So I just want the foil on the wing part, nowhere else. I'll bet you guys thought I wasn't going to foil, huh? I thought about not foiling, but, you know, I'm also going to do a drop of glue in there and make it like a homemade rhinestone. I'm going to dome it. Without it spilling over. And I'm going to hit it with my flashlight. And I'm just using a piece of foil that I had. It's already been used, but there's a lot left on it. So I'm just gonna, since I just have a little tiny place here, I'm gonna use it up, or use a piece of it. Okay. Make sure I get a section here that's worthy. Okay. And now our fairy wings are more fairy-ish, and we have a gemstone there on her stocking. This is turning out really cool. I kind of want to do the balloon, but you know me, I never know when to stop. You know what? I'm going to do the balloon, but I'm going to do it with a different foil. Yep. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Glue is cured, and I've got a foil ready for the balloons or bubbles, or I'm not sure. I think she's sitting on bubbles. I gotta be careful with that. It's got stuff on it. Okay. And hit this down here. Okay. You ready? I know it looks clear, right? Look at that. And then there's hollow. Hollow's good. Voila! Now I'm ready to resin. Life is better with foil. Yeah, I think I'm right. You probably think I'm crazy, but I'm right. Okay, so today I've got our rock on a Lazy Susan, and I'm using Mr. Resin, hard type, UV. I'm using an 84 watt Beetles LED UV light. And we'll be applying this in a thin layer to the top. And I'm not going to do the back with you, but I will show you this process. So really you just rub it around. I've covered my Lazy Susan with a little piece of wax paper. You don't want this to drip off the side. You just want to, you know, rub it around a bit. Oops. Okay, I'm just going to make sure there's no drips or bubbles or lumps. Okay, I have bubbles, so I'm going to get my torch. Okay, you got to change gloves. Oh, sorry, you guys see. I'm not in camera shot. My light's in the way, so we're going to have to compromise. Got to have a few pairs of gloves when you're doing resin. Anyways, get your torch and you can fire those bubbles out of there. You don't want to leave it in one place too long, but you can just rub it over the top and get the bubbles out. Okay. Take a peek at it, see if you missed anything. Okay. And now you cure it. I'm going to do 120 seconds, 3 cycles. I have this elevated on this Lazy Susan. If I didn't have that, you would want to elevate your rock at least a ½ an inch, preferably 3/4 of an inch, because the lights in here are an inch up, see, from the bottom. So you need to have your rock up a bit. Right? We'll let that go for 120. 3 times, and I will show you the finished product. All right, we are all cured. If you enjoyed this tutorial today, be sure and hit subscribe and like, and leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see. If there's a certain tutorial that you'd like me to do, or a product you'd like me to try, or, you know, I'm really flexible, so I'd like to have some ideas thrown at me. So I will see you very soon with another tutorial. Thank you for joining me today.